Before we were building Lavender, our team was building this psychology marketing technology. And part of what it would do is take an email list, let's say it's 1 million people, then analyze all the data on the people on that list, then make a prediction of what their personality type is for the purposes of marketing and giving them different types of campaigns based on how their personality came back in this algorithm. And I think the short answer to your question is maybe. In some cases, this might work. But I think the problem that, and I know the companies that you're talking about, and we're not competitive with them, but I think in the future we will be, because we are pulling, in an upcoming release, we're pulling some of the information that we had built in our previous marketing product that got sunset because of COVID. We're tying some of that information into Lavender. We will do a personality analysis on your prospect and give you suggestions based on their personality. But the issue with some of these other technologies is that a lot of times they're enhancing their data set off of how the personality is based on how they're communicating on their LinkedIn profile or in their email. And I had an experience where I was using one of these tools in an old sales job like 5 years ago, and the personality it had when I was at my job compared to my personal email was a lot different. So how I communicated at my job in a sales role was a higher dominance score. And then in my personal email, or even in my email when I left my job to do a startup, was more collaborative. So same person, but one of them I was in a quota carrying role, and I had to be more aggressive to get those deals done. And in a more collaborative startup environment, I didn't have to do that as much. So that would have missed the mark if someone was trying to email me and they had the wrong email address. So the way we think about it is not what's your personality overall, but how are you communicating in the specific situation? So the way you're communicating in a sale versus recruiting versus going to buy a car or whatever, it could all be different. So Lavender looks for something, we call it read the room. So how is this other person communicating right now? And maybe in this specific conversation, they're being more analytical, or they're being more aggressive, or they're being more collaborative. And that may be different than how they communicate normally. So we're looking at it more like what's happening right now.